Hey everyone, what's up? How's it going? My name is Abraham, and today we, you and me, you, me, together, we are going to talk about the geography of the United States of America. But before we do that, let's talk about today. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Tuesday is the second day of the work week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, work week. Saturday and Sunday, this is the weekend. Weekend. And today is July 7th, July 15th, 2025. All right, now let's get started. Let's talk about the geography of the United States of America. This is a map of the United States of America that I drew. All right. So, the United States has 50 states. 50 states. What is a state? For example, right here, Texas. Texas. Texas is a state. I live in Minnesota. I live here in Minnesota. Minnesota is a state. California is a state. In some other countries, they might call this a province or a department. In the United States, we call them states. On this side, this side is the East Coast of the United States of America. The East Coast. New York City is on the East Coast of the United States of America. New York City. Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States of America. It is also on the East Coast of the United States of America. Florida, technically, it is on the East Coast of America, but we also call it the South. This is the South. So this area over here, this is the East Coast. It's a little bit confusing, right? East Coast. This is the East Coast. Here is Chicago. Chicago is not in the East Coast. Chicago is not the East Coast. So this is the East Coast. New York City, DC, over here, Boston, Philadelphia, East Coast. It's very small. And then you have the West Coast. This is the West Coast. West Coast of America. The West Coast, you probably know, is most famous for California. California. California, their biggest city is Los Angeles, LA. LA is in California. So it is on the West Coast. West. North, South, East, West. Now, what's in the middle here? Between the East and the West Coast. This is called the Midwest. Middle West. This is a line. This is the middle. So the Midwest. I live in the Midwest. I live in Minnesota right now. Here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Chicago. Chicago is a very famous US city. Chicago is also in the Midwest. The Midwest. This area, which includes Texas, this is the South. This is called the South of the United States. Southern US, the South. There are places like Texas, and you might know New Orleans is in the South. New Orleans is right here. A very famous city. And then Florida is also in the South. And at the very bottom of Florida is Miami. Miami is all the way at the bottom of Florida. This whole area is called the South. All right. So north of the United States is Canada. South of the United States, south is Mexico. And all the way northwest is Alaska. Alaska is part of the United States. It's a state, one of the 50 states. And Hawaii. Hawaii is in the middle of the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean. And it is also a state of the United States. So the East Coast is very dense, very populated. In New York City, there are 8 million people who live in New York City. This area in the East Coast is very dense, a lot of people. The population is very, very big on the East Coast, even though it's a small part of the US. The Midwest is very spread out. There's not a lot of people together. It's not dense. This is the East Coast. The East Coast is very dense. A lot of people. The population is huge, and everyone is very close together. This is in the Midwest. The Midwest is the most spread out. People live here and there in the Midwest. It's a lot less dense, except in Chicago, maybe St. Paul, Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I don't know, something like that. That's actually not true. I forgot about like Ohio and but it's all right. It's all right. So the Midwest is spread out. The Midwest is famous for having a lot of farmland, a lot of corn, a lot of agriculture is in the Midwest. Also, a lot of agriculture is in the West Coast too. In this area, California has a lot of people. California is very populated. I think 30 million, 40 million. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Fact check. California has a lot of people too. California on the West Coast. The West Coast is famous for good weather. It's always good. The weather is very good. It's not too hot. It's not too cold in California. And then the South is very, very hot. The South is very, very humid in the summer. And the Midwest, Minnesota, Chicago, during the winter, it is very cold. It is extremely cold. But during the summer, it is very, very hot. It's extremes. Right. So this is the geography of the United States. Let me know what you think. Please give this video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe down below. And if there's anything that you want to see, if there's any kind of content, any topic that you want, please let me know in the comments. All right, peace.